Hello everyone, good morning. Thanks for joining for the demo session 2 for the Snowflake. So before going to start demo session 2, okay, so just recap of the last session. So what we have discussed. So we talk about Snowflake. Anyone has any idea like what is Snowflake? Can someone please?
Yeah, it is a database,
Yes, it's a data
cloud base.
warehouse. Yes, it is a data warehouse cloud platform. Yes. Okay, let me. So you have to remember these points, guys. Okay, always the sessions should be an interactive sessions. Okay, it's not like I'm going to type something or I'm going to present something. You should listen like silently. It's not like that. So always it should be an interactive. Okay, if you get stuck somewhere, then you can raise a hand or you can chart in a chat box. You can stop in the middle and you can see the main intention of these classes is like you have to learn more. So that is my main intention. Okay. So that is the reason even we are providing the offline classes so that I can able to understand by seeing your faces whether the concept is understand or not. Okay. After completion of demos, then you have to come to offline, even online also there, but whoever it is possible, then please come to offline sessions. Okay. Then just think about the last session. So what is Snowflake? So it's very important. You have to remember these points. Okay. Even for interviews, Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse platform. Okay. So mainly we are going to use it for data storage, data processing, and data analytical solutions. So it built on top of AWS, Azure, or GCP. Snowflake doesn't have their own infrastructure. So it is built on top of these three cloud platforms. So by using this, we can store structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So it is a SaaS model. You no need to install any software. Just you can create one free trial account. You can work on the same. So that's why it's become more popular. Okay, software as a service. Okay, these are the key points you have to remember. So if someone is going to ask what is Snowflake, then you have to tell at least 2 to 3 points out of 5. Okay, there are many you are going to learn, but you have to tell at least 2 points. Okay, coming to today's session. Okay, so the main agenda of this session is, okay, so before going to start Snowflake, we are going to learn about database. Okay, database. What is database and what is SQL? Okay, and what are the operations? What are the different sub languages it is available in SQL? So that is what we are going to talk about today. So in order to practice Snowflake or SQL, so what you can do, just you need to create one free trial account. So by using app.snowflake.com. Okay, by using app.snowflake.com. So here you need to click on sign up. Yesterday I have already explained how to create an account. So if you want to log in, okay, if you want to log in, you have to remember your account ID. So our account ID is UUXX something, right? Or else what you can do, you can go to your email. You can go to your email after activation. You can able to see one link. Okay, log in into Snowflake. Just click on this link. Directly, it will take you to the login page. Or else, if you go to app.snowflake.com, you have to remember your user ID and you need to log in with the same. Okay, you need to log in. Okay, my user ID is, wait, is cool 18. So your day is going to start with, okay, your day is going to start with this Snowflake web UI. Okay, your day is going to start with this web UI. Now, you want to practice something. So what you can do, here we have a plus option. Okay, plus create. Click on SQL worksheet here. Click on SQL worksheet. So here we are going to practice. Okay. So in order to practice, okay, first, so these are the sample databases which Snowflake is provided. Okay, I want to create my own database. Okay, sir, what is database first? Okay, what is database? See, database is nothing but it's a collection of data. It's a collection of data. So what kind of data? So that can be anything. It's a structured data or semi-structured data or unstructured data. So that can be anything, structured or semi-structured or unstructured. So that we are going to call it as database. It's a collection of data. It's a collection of data. Okay, it's very important. What is database? Database is nothing but it's a collection of data. So what kind of data we can store? Structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. See, even you can store your customer data, employee data, or else you can images, you can store videos, okay, whatever it is. So this is a simple definition of database. Now, coming to SQL. What is SQL? Structured query language. Structured query language. So it is similar to English language. Okay, if you know basic English, then it is very easy to write the queries. Okay, it is similar to English language. So how it is similar, we are going to learn. Okay, don't worry about that. It is similar to English language. Then in which scenario we are going to use SQL? SQL is a structured query language. Structured query language. In order to communicate with any database, we are going to use SQL. See, again, database is different, SQL is different, guys. Okay. Can you tell me some examples for the databases? Do you have any idea? What are the databases you are aware?
Oracle,
Correct.
MySQL,
Correct.
DB2,
DB2,
RDBMS.
Postgrage. Okay. There are many in the market. Okay. Syabase. Okay. There are many. Okay. There are many in the market. Mangodb. So all are databases only. Okay. So we have even Azure. We have RDBMS is there. RDS is there. AWS is there. Snowflake also we can store. Okay. Everything. So these are the databases. Now, how SQL is going to work? Suppose I have one database. Okay. I have some data in my Snowflake. Okay. I want to get that data. Then we are going to use SQL. Again, SQL is nothing but structured query language. In order to communicate with any database, we are going to use SQL. What kind of communication you are going to do? So you are going to perform mainly CRUD operations. What is CRUD here? C means create. Like we are going to insert the data. Okay. Insert data or create database. Okay. Create database. Create schemas. Okay. We'll talk about what is schema. But R means read data. U means update database. D means delete. Okay, in database, we can store the data, we can read the data, we can update the data, we can delete the data by using SQL. SQL is different and database Oracle or MySQL or DB2 or MongoDB or Snowflake. Okay, these are all different. Okay, just remember this one. Okay, most of the people when I have interviewed, okay, so that time they were saying like, okay, so SQL is a database. So that is totally wrong. SQL is not a database. See, basics are very, very important. Okay, basics are very, very important. Even if you keep for 3+ years of experience or 4+ years of experience, if I ask for SQL, then if you say SQL is a database, it is totally dumb, right? Okay, that is the reason. Basics are very important. I'll teach you from beginning. Okay, so that is the reason I'm teaching from beginning. What is database? What is SQL? What are the databases available? How we are going to interact? How we are going to create table? Okay, don't worry about that. Now you have one idea. It's like a database. Now you know what is SQL also. Now let's practice. Okay, let's practice now. So I want to create my own database here. Let me increase the font. Okay. Okay, I'll show you one diagram. Okay. github.com repositories SQL practice HR database ER diagram. Okay. So my database name called HR. Okay. Or okay, in company also you can keep it. Okay, how many tables it is there here? Okay, so we have 7 tables. Okay, I want to create a table. So if you want to create tables, so where we are going to create tables? So first we need to create database. So again, database, what is database here? It's a collection of data. Okay, so here database, inside the database, what it contains? Okay, so what kind of data you are storing? Structured or semi-structured and unstructured? Inside the database, we are going to store, we are going to first, okay, we can create tables, okay, tables, views, okay. So this and all you are going to learn what is table and how we are going to create table now, but views and all later, okay. First database will come, database under schema. I'll tell you what is schema under. Then schema under tables, okay. Tables, views, functions, stored procedures, indexes. Okay, there are a lot of things, right? But here mainly we are going to concentrate on how to create database, how to create schema, and how to create table. Okay, now you're already clear what is database. How to create database, we are going to see now. Create or replace. So what it will do, if the database is already available, it is going to replace. Okay, create or replace database. I'm going to create database called HR. Okay, so what I will do, HR is already there. You may get a confusion. I'll drop this. Okay. So this is SQL. Whatever we are working, okay, these are the SQL commands or keywords. Okay, keywords. Now let's see. We don't have HR here. Okay, now I want to create database, create or replace database. That's it. So once you refresh, it will be available here. See, the default schema is public. Okay, the default schema, it is public. Okay, I want to create my own schema here. Okay, why do we need to create schemas? That is very important. Okay, that is very important. I'll tell you one example. First, I will create First, I will create one table, this table or something. Okay, create table that's called emp table. Employee ID is an integer. Okay, employee name, it is a string. Employee name, it is a string. So I have my company, suppose ViTech. I have created table name called employee. Just observe carefully. Create table employee. I have created this one. Now the table is created. I can use it. Okay, I can use this employee table. Now I have another company that's called XYZ. I want to create the same table called employee. Okay, I'm trying to create with the different properties, but the table name is same. Employee name, salary, enter something like this. Now let's see what is the issue here. Okay, this one is for, just observe, this one is for ViTech. I have already created one table. Now this is for ViVision. Okay, I'm trying to create the table now. So when I try to execute this one, it is going to fail because see, object employee is already exist. Employee already exist. So someone is already created this table name. Someone is already created with employee name. So that's where schema, okay, that's where schema came into the picture. Okay, so what is schemas here? It's a logical representation of, okay, logical representation of data. Okay, it's a logical representation of data or tables. Okay, it's a logical representation. What is logical representation here? Suppose what you can do, you can create different schemas. Okay, you can create different schemas. For ViTech one schema and VVision for one schema, and you can create with the same table now. Okay, how to do this? Just observe here. Create schema, just a schema name. I'm going to create schema name. Create schema ViTech. Now the schema is created. The same query, I'm going to use it for VVision. Okay, I'm going to create another schema. Just observe here. Now I have created two schemas. Now if you refresh here, so we have ViTech, no objects found. VVision, no objects. So now what you can do while creating the table, create table. Just first you can give the database name. My database name is hr dot. So where I want to create my table, ViTech. Now it is going to create the table in ViTech schema. The same thing which I want to create for my another company that's called hr.vivision. Okay, it is going to create. Now the problem is solved. So I want to create with the same name as an employee table within the same database. So how we can do? By using schemas. Okay, first you can create the schema. Then if you observe here, ViTech is my schema, VVision is another schema, but my table names are different. Now whenever you are going to insert your ViTech employee data, it is going to store here. Now you want to store the employee data for VVision, you can store it here. Okay, that is the difference between schema and without schema. Okay, it's a logical representation of data. So here, logically, we are representing our data here. Okay. So all the ViTech related things you can create here. All VVision related things, just you can create here. Okay. That is what we are saying. Okay. That's what we are saying. Now we have created database. We have created schema. Now we have created one sample table. One sample table. Okay. So once you create, okay, see here. So for which schema you want to work, so that is very important. So that you need to select on the top HR ViVision. Okay, I want to work with HR ViVision now. HR ViVision. Now I want to insert. Okay, we can use the insert query. I'll tell you how to do bulk loading also. How to do bulk loading also. Now, before going to talk with create, drop, and alter and all. So in SQL, we have sub languages. Okay. So in order to communicate with any database, we are going to use SQL, right? So what are the sub languages? It is available in SQL. So that is very important. This you have to remember. Okay. DDL, DML, TCL, DQL, and DCL. So mainly we are going to work with, as a Snowflake developer, create, alter, drop, and truncate. Okay, DDL and DML and DQL. Okay, so your day is going to start with select. Okay, 70% of the work we are going to do with select command or select keyword. So this grant and revoke also we are going to work, but so mainly admin is going to take care about the permissions. So in order to create table, we are going to use the create. See, I told you, right? It's a basic English language. Okay. You want to create table. See the requirements itself, it is there. Create table, table name. That's it. You want to drop table, table name. You want to alter table, some specific fields. I want to truncate table, table name. You want to insert means you want to load the data. I want to update the data. I want to delete the data. So it's like all English verbs. Okay, all English verbs only. Now you want to commit the data or you want to roll back the data. Okay, commit in the sense permanently we are storing it. Okay, so once you do commit, you cannot roll back. Okay, now you want to select. So mainly I want to see how many employees are there. I want to see who are all from Bangalore. I want to see my employee, what is the highest salary, what is the second highest salary, 10th highest salary, how many departments are there. So this and all we are going to perform with select operation. So before going to perform this operation, so first what we need to do, you need to understand how to create the table, how to load the data, how to update the data, and how to delete the data. Okay, this and all we are going to concentrate. This is very important. Okay, observe here. Now, how many sublanguages it is available? So we do have mainly 5: DDL, DML, TCL, DQL, and DCL. This is also one of the important interview question. You have to remember this. Okay, you have to remember this. DDL is nothing but data definition language. It will come under create, drop, alter, and truncate. DML means data manipulation. You are manipulating the data. It's like insert, update, and delete. TCL, transaction control language. So we can call it as, so every query, we are going to call it as transaction here. Okay. So that's where after executing the query, you are going to save it or you want to roll back. Okay. That's where transaction control came into the picture. Now, DQL, data query language, query or data retrieval language. Okay. Then we are going to use select. It's very important. Select. Okay. Now data control language. It's like grant and revoke. Okay. These are the key points. Just you can remember that. Now I want to create employee table. What are the fields it is available? Employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID. Okay. So I have already prepared that query and I'm going to explain. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to share you with this GitHub URL. Okay. Which I have prepared for practicing purpose. Okay. You can take that one and you can practice it. See, I can write one by one, but it will take some time. So that is the reason. Just I'm taking the script here and I'm gonna explain. Okay. Just observe here. Now create table employees. Okay, create table employees. So I want to create table name. So how we are going to create? Create table name. This is very important. Now, so whatever you are seeing, it's in a black color. Okay, these are the column names. Okay, these are the column names. Employee ID, first name, last name, email. See, if you know how to create it for 2 columns, then you can create it for even 100 columns, 200 columns. That is common for all. That is common for all. Okay. Now, this is the data type. So what kind of data you are going to store it? Whether it is an integer or varchar. What is the difference between integer and varchar? Integer, it will store only numbers. Anyway, next class, we are going to talk about data types. Okay, data types. What are the data types? It is available and how it is going to support and all. Okay. As of now, just you can remember integer is nothing but it's like a number. Varchar, it will store the characters as well as numbers. That's it. Okay. So date, we have a date function also, data type also. Then decimal, it's like any amount field, suppose 200.87, something like this, right? Okay. These are called decimals. I hope you are aware of these things, but anyway, if it is integer means numbers, varchar means numbers as well as characters. It is going to store date. It's a date field, and decimal means number with okay any salary or any amount. That time we are going to use decimal. Okay, or float. Manager ID integer and department ID is integer. Now let's see. I'm going to create this table. So where this table is going to create, this is very important. So you are not mentioning any database name or any schema name. If you don't mention what it will happen, it automatically it will check with this one. Okay, hr.vivision it is going to store. Suppose even if you are there in a hr.vivision, you want to create the table in hr.vitech. Yes, it is possible. You can do that. HR table. Okay, create table hr.vitech. This point you have to remember. This is very important. Okay, this is very important. Now I'm going to create the table now. The table is already created. Table is successfully created. Suppose when I try to execute the same query, once again, it is going to give already exist. Okay, already exist. So then what you need to do, you need to drop the table and you need to recreate, right? Instead of that, what you can do, create or replace, create or replace. So what will happen? Create or replace means, okay. So if the table is already exist, automatically it is going to drop. You don't need to write any drop query here. Okay. Create or replace table hr.vitech employees. See, we have already table. It contains employees there and employees. Okay, that's fine. Now, if I try to execute this one, it won't give any error because we are using the replace keyword. So that's where no need to drop your table. Okay, no need to drop your table. Now, I want to insert some values. I want to insert some values. So insert into, okay, insert into table name. Okay, everything you need to write, right? Okay, first I'll tell you. So how manual script is going to work and how bulk load is going to work here. So we have a load script also. So for practicing purpose, I have already prepared. So this you can use it, okay? Now just observe. I want to insert 2 or 3 rows, okay? What is the syntax? Insert into table name. First you need to write, first you need to mention all the column names, okay? How to get my column names, okay? Once the table is created, how to get my column names? That's very important. Describe table. What is the table name? Employees. Don't confuse with this dot and this dot. First one is database, second one is schema, then table name. So if you go with the describe, see, it is going to give you what are the columns you have created. Employee ID is there, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, salary. Okay, you want to copy this. Okay, just see. See, instead of manually writing, what you can do, you can click on this one, just copy it. Okay, just to copy it. Now you can paste it here, make it as comma, 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 something like this. It's very simple. But in rare case, we are going to insert, mainly we are going to work with bulk because it's a warehouse, right? But before going to bulk, you need to understand how we are going to load the data. Okay, that is the reason we are writing the insert here. Okay, insert. Just observe here, insert into employees, the column names you need to provide, then values, 100, Steven, okay, first name, last name, email ID, something I have given. Okay, now you can see employees does not exist. So why it is giving an error? By default, what it will do, it will take hr.vivision. Okay, by default hr.vivision it is going to take. Either you can give the hr.vivision in front of this, or else what you can do, you can change your database. You can change hr.vivision. Now we are into hr.vivision. First it will try to identify whether the table is there or not. Then it is going to execute. Now see, number of rows inserted 1. Okay. Now again, I'm going to insert second row. Now I want to execute third one. 3 rows I have inserted. So how you will get to know whether the rows are inserted or not? So that's where select star from employees. Select star from employees. See here, employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number. So everything it is available here. Okay. Now 3 rows are inserted. Just observe here. I want to delete something. Delete from employees. So if I don't use any where class, what will happen? If I don't use any where class, what will happen? Entire table data it is going to delete. So we have truncate also. Okay, truncate table. Okay, what is the difference between truncate and delete? This is very, very important. Truncate table employees. Okay, one of the most asked interview question is what is the difference between delete and truncate? See, delete, by using delete, we can delete the data from a table. Even by using truncate also we can delete the data. But the major difference is, so here where clause we cannot apply. Okay, let me delete this truncate table, suppose. See, statement executed successfully. Just observe here, select star from employees. We don't have any data now. Now let me load. Okay, you want to execute all the 3 queries at the same time? Just you can select this and click on OK. Now 3 records are loaded. See here. So if you use truncate, what will happen? The entire data, entire table data, suppose we have 1 million records. If you want to truncate, yes, you can do it. Okay, by using truncate, it will delete entire data. But here, I want to delete only specific employee ID. I want to delete this guy. Truncate is not going to help in this case. In this case, you need to use delete. Okay. Even by using delete, you can delete the entire data as well as you can delete some specific records where employee ID equal to 102. I want to delete this guy. Okay. Now you can delete this. Okay, let's see. How many rows are deleted? Only one row. It is deleted. Only one row. It is deleted. Now, if you see here, select star from employees. Yes, we have 2 rows. Okay. Again, I want to delete one more row. Yes, you can delete it. So this is the major difference between truncate and delete. Even by using a truncate and delete, okay, you can delete the entire table data. But in truncate, we cannot use where clause to delete some specific records. Some specific records. Then what is drop here? This is also one of the important one. Drop table name. Now, how many records are there? We have only one. Okay. You can assume you have 100 records. If you perform drop, what will happen? It will delete table data as well as table structure. Table structure also it is going to delete. So once you drop it, you need to recreate the table. Okay, let's see now. Drop table name. So what is going to happen? So this time there is no table. We have already dropped. It is going to give an error like, okay, not exist or not authorized because we have dropped our table. In Snowflake, once you drop the table, okay, unfortunately you have dropped the table. I want to recover my data. We have one good feature. It is available. Undrop table employees. Yes, you can recover back. But this option is not available in RKL or MySQL or MS SQL. Okay. So in that case, you need to contact with admin guys in other DBMS systems. But here it is not like this. Okay. Now 3 records are now from the beginning. Again, I will drop the table here. I'll drop the table. Again, I'm going to create my table name. It's called employees. Okay. Now I'm going to insert 30 to 40 rows. Okay, just okay. In order to communicate in SQL, there is a double hyphen. That's it. Okay. If you want to communicate, I mean, if you want to comment something, just you can give double hyphen. Okay. I don't want to execute this. Yes. See, I want to comment out. Okay. Double hyphen. Okay. Now I'm going to insert these values. Just observe here. Okay. I have 500 rows. Suppose I want to insert into this table. Okay. I have 500 rows. I have insert into employees table. So how much time it will take? Okay. How much time it will take you to write an insert query? 500 rows means at least it will take 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay. For preparing the data. See, more than that also. Sometimes what it will happen, there are some commas. Okay. Commas. Okay. Double quotes. Okay. Even single quotes. That is going to miss while you are preparing. Okay. This is, I have already prepared. Then we are using it. But I want to insert again. We are going to insert 40, right? Apart from this 40, I want to insert 100 more records. So how much time it is going to take? So it will take some time, right? So that is the reason here we have a bulk loading option. Okay, that I will tell you first. Okay, let's see now. Select star from employees. Now the data is loaded. So here you can see download as results. Okay, download as results. I'm going to save it into somewhere. Okay, this is my results. Now what I will do, I will delete data. Okay, I'll delete the data. Select star from employees. If you observe here, we don't have any data. Now I want to load some 100 records or 200 records or 500 records or 1 million records. Yes, we can do it a quick manner. How to do it? Okay, let's see now. So you can prepare Excel. Okay, instead of writing into SQL queries, this is best way to prepare. Okay, the data. Okay, my data is already prepared. I kept it into one SQL. One Excel. Now I want to load this data. How to load it? Okay, just observe here. Go to your corresponding database. HR is my database. Here, ViVision. Okay, ViVision, we don't have the employees table. Now go to VI Tech. Here we have a table called employees. If you see these three dots, okay. So here, if you click this one, load data, okay, load data. Just you can browse it. Go to downloads, okay. In downloads, I have prepared, right? Okay. Now it's very important. See, so what is the first line? So this is the header. This is the header. Okay, I don't want to insert header. Now you can click on next. Okay, you can click on next. Skip first line. Header, skip first line. Field delimiter. What? Why comma? So it's a CSV file, comma separated values. So this is the default option. Just load it. See, for 40 records, we took only 1 minute to load the data. 1 minute to load the data. See, we are not executing any SQL queries. To prepare SQL queries are very easy, or preparing Excel sheet and load the data is very easy. So normally you don't need to prepare anything. So the data will come from some other systems. What you need to do? You need to load it. Okay, there are different ways to load. Okay, this is the one of the way. Okay, this is one of the way to load this data.
Yeah, we never have.
Yes, Abdul.
Yeah, actually, whatever the data you are stored in the Excel, that is you are storing as .csv.
Correct.
Why it is actually it is XML, no?
No, this is not XML, right?
Yeah, no, sorry, not XML, Excel, no, that one is.
Oh, okay. No. See, in Excel, we can save it as .csv. If you observe this one, see
Yes,
.csv
yeah,
file. So this is not Excel.
yeah,
Excel is different and CSV is different, comma separated values.
sure.
Okay.
Can you open this one?
Yeah. It looks like Excel only, but
Yeah,
while we are saving, right? Okay. If you go to file, save as, normally, see, while save as, we have multiple options for Excel.
yeah,
See,
okay,
these are the multiple options, comma
okay,
delimited, comma separated values. Okay.
okay.
Mm.
We can upload the only CSV files only or XML or JSON or
Yeah, JSON also you can.
we can XML also.
Yes. But normally, so this is our local system, right? So, okay, this is our local. So internal, okay, we have a concept called internal stages and external stages. So that time you are going to learn how to load CSV file and how to load JSON files. There are different formats. It's like Parquet, everything. Okay. So these are the demo sessions. So that's why I'm telling only the basics. Okay, basics, how this is going to work. Instead of going to write queries, how we can quickly load the data. Okay. So now, so far we have seen select, delete, drop, and truncate, and how to create the tables. Now there are few things. Okay, I want to display, select current date. Okay, I want to see what is the current date here. Okay, it is going to display now current timestamp. So like this, I want to see what is the current user. Okay, current. Okay, current account. Okay, what is your account? So these are the inbuilt methods. You can go through once. Okay, so this is my account. Even here also you can see. So what is the account which we are using? Okay, so this is an account identifier. You can copy this account identifier and keep it into notepad or somewhere. You will get to know. Okay, up to Azure you need to take. This is our account. Okay. So this is how it is going to work. There are a lot of things you are going to learn. Okay, there are a lot of things. Next one thing I want to show you. Okay, correct. So here my database is hr.vitech, right? Okay, I want to jump into another database. I don't want to use this one. I don't want to use UI. So what is the command for this? Just use test. That's it. So test is my another database. I want to use it. Just observe here what is happening in the top. See, automatically it is changed. Now, instead of test, I want to change it to again HR. Yes, use HR. See, use HR. Now it is changed. So this is how it is going to work. And in actual classes, daily, I'm going to provide the recordings as well as the class notes, whatever we have practiced, right? Okay, you no need to, you no need to write anything, but if you want, you can create it. But whatever I'm going to type here, what I will do, I'll give you in a notepad notepad. So what you can do, so you can open your account, okay, your Snowflake account. If you want, you can write, but or else suppose if you stuck somewhere, you can refer from here. Or what you can do, you can execute one by one and see what is happening. Suppose you don't know how to create the table. Yeah, just you can select this one and run this query. And after running this, you can describe the table. You can describe the table. Suppose I want to see what are the databases it is available. It's a show databases. Show databases. So this way you can see what are the databases it is available. Okay, HR is one of the database, Snowflake is another database, test is another database. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. The actual classes is going to start from Monday. If you have any doubts or concerns, please do reach out to the below number. Okay, thank you, thanks for attending the sessions. Happy learning.